Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Just a Girl from Detroit, where I talk about everything tech, mindset, business, AI. Today, all right, we're going to be getting to how to calculate your Instagram engagement rate. Now, I did a short on this, and a lot of people actually viewed it's probably like one of my most popular shorts. Okay, so I went ahead and created a longer version of that for you so you can really see exactly how to calculate your Instagram engagement rate, since this is one of the things that matters. So make sure you stick around, hit the subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm in a hotel, so I'm shooting this. You get it done, okay? You get it done where you get it done at, all right? So, why engagement rate matters? Let's get into it. So, you got your engagement rate, right? So, this is your true measure of your audience's connection. It tells you which content resonates so you can double down. Now, it helps you benchmark growth over time and compete against competitors. This is the rate where it's like y'all miss out on. I'm gonna be honest, with my clients and stuff, like when I'm trying to tell them about certain stuff and they're more concerned about, well, I need to get more followers. No. You need to get people who care. Okay. You need to get the audience that's already following you to care. Like you need to get better engagement. That's what you need to be focused on. That is a very, very, very important metric. That's why I talk about it a lot. Now, when you're decoding the engagement rate, it's a percentage that shows how actively your audience interacts with your content. So the more meaningful than raw counts when comparing accounts of different sizes. So of course it's going to vary versus someone who has only 200 followers versus someone who has 15K followers, right? So your engagement rate matters. The formula for calculating the engagement rate, I had to break it down for you guys. So your engagement rate, percentage. You take your total followers and you divide that by your total engagements and you times that by 100. So what counts as engagement? Your likes, your comments, the saves, the shares, and sometimes even the DMs and the story replies. So make sure y'all save this so y'all can come back and or take a screenshot. Do what y'all need to do so y'all can make sure y'all are knowing if your content on your page actually is getting people to care about it or not, because that's what it's really about. So of course there's different variations on the formula. So you got the one by reach and you got the one by impressions. So again, screenshot this, save this video, come back to it so you can use it later. But why choose one over the other? So your followers, of course, is good for your quick benchmarks. Your reach and your impressions are more accurate when Instagram throttles visibility. So when you're on Instagram, and this is what I tell people all the time, Instagram is a different type of beast. All these platforms are different type of beasts. Now, personally, my main platform is not Instagram. A lot of my clients' main platforms are Instagram. My main platform is LinkedIn. LinkedIn. That's really it. Or my Facebook page. I don't really do a lot of posting. That's not what I do. I help other people post. I already grew my page. I already proved that I can do that and show that I can get the reach and the engagement and all of that. I don't really care to be online, to be honest with you. I just so happen to be good at it, So I'm one of them people behind the scenes, which is why I white label my content, and I'm not the one that's the face. I don't really want to be bothered. I'm an introvert. I like behind the scenes work. It works for me. So when you are calculating your engagement rate on your business, on your brand, because you're trying to build it and you're trying to get visibility, your reach, your impressions, it matters. All of that counts towards your engagement. So make sure, all of that counts towards your visibility. So make sure that you are aware of how to calculate whether your account is getting a good reach or not, whether it's getting good impressions or not. Because yeah, you can go into your professional dashboard right in your Instagram app and it's going to tell you, but you need to go ahead and calculate it for yourself, especially if you are a service provider like I am. Like if you are someone who provides analytics to your client, they're not going in there. Have my clients even know what the professional dashboard even looks like, because I'm sending over the numbers. I'm the one going over there calculating, and then I want to know how your numbers were versus when I started doing it, so you can really see the difference. Like, oh yeah, your engagement rate was at like 2% ever since I took over and started creating your strategy, creating your content. Look at you out here shining. You're out here glowing. So you want to know how to calculate this, especially when you're in a service provider type, I provide analytics business, okay? So again, come back, save this, screenshot it, do what you need to do. What's that? Oh, messages. So understanding the different types of engagement, right? So you got your likes, those is the easiest ones that people, be caring about. Like, oh, how many likes? I got 500 likes on there. Yeah, you got 500 likes, but you ain't got no comments. Ain't nobody sharing it. Ain't nobody going off and clicking onto your website or your outside link to care about whatever it is that you're trying to sell. So it's like, yeah, likes, that's so good for you. I'm happy for you. I'm so happy for you. But you know what? You got your likes, you got your comments, you got your saves, you got your shares, and you got your story replies and DMs. Now, when people start replying to you in your story replies and you start getting that interaction in your DMs, that's top tier. I'm gonna start with the top tier and work our way up. When you get people in there engaging like that, you're doing great. Good job. When people are sharing your content, which is they're recommending it, what you're talking about is very powerful, which is a very powerful metric as well, which makes you very powerful on Instagram, because if people are sharing your content, then that's good. That means people care. So that means what? Instagram going to care, and they're going to send more people your way. Because what people don't understand is that Instagram shares your stuff to your followers first. So if it matters who follows you, so you caring about how many people following you may not be all that good if they're not interacting. I go on and I do audits on my client's page. I'll go in there and delete people off. If I seen that they ain't even posted in 3 or 4 months. Like, this is not what this is for. It's different if it was a personal page. You can have anybody follow you and leave them on there. But no, you want people who are on your page, who are following you, that are actually engaging and liking and sharing and saving, commenting, doing something, talking to you at least in the comments. But if you go to their page and they're not even doing none of that, you're delete them. Go ahead and audit your stuff. Some people be having too many followers, they don't want to do it. I get people who hire me just so I can go through all their followers and cipher it out and audit it and get it to a point of where, okay, when I start posting the content, I'm going to get the reactions that I need. So, no, I'm not. What is that? No, I'm not joining that right now. Look, I'm doing my own thing right now. Just got a little message pop up. But anyway, so yeah, you go to your saves, of course. That means people want to revisit it. That's, again, another higher intent metric. Because people going to save your stuff, that mean like, ooh, this is good stuff I want to save. Like, a lot of people say, me personally, I save a lot of like fitness workout routines. I'd be like, ooh, because of course I'm not going to remember all these 5 different moves they did. So I'm going to save it so that I can refer back to it later. So think about the things that you click on and save. Think about the things that you share. Think about the things that you're actually, commenting and liking on. Because you got a lot of lurkers. I'm a lurker. I'm a self-proclaimed lurker. I go on Instagram and TikTok all day and just scroll and probably won't even like. I'm guilty of that. But there's a lot of people who are like that. But if you get me to like your stuff or comment, like, you gotta think about that person. Like, what would make the person who never even liked something or comment on something, what can I post to get them to care, because it's not about you. And I tell a lot of my clients when I talk to them, like, look, I am very straightforward. This is all for the benefit of you being better. I'm very honest, and I don't play around. I treat people's business like it's my business. I'm gonna tell you, like, hey, change your bio. Nobody cares about you having 2 dogs, when it'd be different if you was selling something in the dog industry, or you was something like, I don't know, something that it was relevant. Okay, nobody cares. You need to talk about your wins. You need to talk about when they get there, exactly, okay, I get to your page. Why would I care to follow you? That's what needs to be in your bio. That's a whole nother video though, y'all. Don't get me started, because this is what I do, and I get started and I get the rolling. So anyway, going back to the understanding the different types of engagement. The likes, the comments, the saves, the shares, the story replies, the DMs, okay? And side note, I don't edit my videos. I just get on here and press record, and I do what I do. So it is what it is. You can fast forward, you can do what you need to, but make sure you still say the video, like, and subscribe. Anyway, so what are the factors that influence your engagement rate, right? I just went on a little mini rant about that. So your account size. Now, smaller accounts often have higher engagement. Of course they do, because if you got 2 followers and one person is engaging and commenting all the time, you're doing awesome. Okay, your engagement rate's flying off. But if you got 20,000 followers and only 5 people are liking, 5 people are commenting, your percentages, the math is not going to math. Your account is not going to do no numbers, and Instagram is not going to care about pushing your video out. So like I was saying earlier, Instagram shows your content and everything to your followers first. And then if they care, then they show it to everybody else. That's why I say, if you want to really get on a platform that they show, like, as soon as you post, it's getting shown to everybody, it's TikTok. Now Instagram has integrated that new little tool called the trials, where it shows it to everybody but your followers. I tried it. I did it for a few of my clients' accounts. It's cool, because it has it where you can set it to after a certain time, then it gets posted onto your main grid and your page. But if you haven't seen that, go into your app, check that part out, and play around with that and see what you come up with. But your content, of course, affects your engagement rate. Your reels versus carousels versus, single images, right? So we all know Instagram started off, it was just photos. Of course, it has evolved into reels and carousels and, all those great things, right? Now, you need to try out every format. Or if you are already tracking what you do, you need to pay attention to what format people care about. Of course, you can still trickle a carousel in there if you are a real powered account. Like, if your followers, or you get your most eyes and views and comments and shares on your reels, then focus on reels. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you want. It doesn't matter what you want. You could throw in a carousel in there, if it makes you feel good, but focus on reels, because that's what matters. Now, if you got people who like your carousels more than they like your reels, of course you can throw some reels in there, but make sure that you are posting what the people want, because that's what matters. It's not about you. I need to get a shirt that say that. It's not about you, because people make the stuff about them. But I want to do this, but are they gonna care? Is it working? Won't you create another account where you can do all that other stuff? But on this account, we gonna do what it do over here, because you want to what? You have business goals, right? And you're utilizing these marketing tools, which is Instagram, TikTok, and all these other social media platforms, right, to achieve those business goals, right? Oh, okay then. So it don't matter, okay? You need to do what you need to do to get your business goals checked off. All right. So when you're thinking about what's going to influence that engagement rate, you're thinking about account size, you're thinking about the content type, okay? You're thinking about your post timing, you're thinking about your hashtags, your captions, you're thinking about audience quality, consistency and frequency, that right there, that need to be on a shirt as well. Okay. And we all know Instagram updates stuff all the time, these new features, so it can spike and do, people have seen it and they'll be like, oh, I'm shadow banned. No, they just doing stuff in the back end and add new features and updating. So sometimes our accounts are affected by that. It's just, you got to know that. You got to understand the game and understand that's what's happening. Because people will switch up their whole thing and be like, this is not working. You know, they'll get on social media and start crying. Like, no, it's not about that. It's because they're updating things, and that's what happens. Okay? So if you don't know that, now you know. Okay? So, of course, like I said, consistency and frequency. Every platform that I ever been on, anything I think that you do in life, if you're consistent at it, then you get rewarded for it. People, it matters. Because the day you don't post, or the day that you don't care, or I don't know what to do, or you overthinking stuff, somebody gonna swoop in and they gonna steal your audience. So you have to be consistent, and the frequency of when you're posting has to matter, right? So you can't start off like banging videos out or banging carousels out like every day. Yeah, Instagram loving it, your followers loving it, and then you go ghost. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. If you want to be successful on your social media platform, you just can't do that. So consistency and frequency definitely is something that you need to pay attention to. Now, audience quality. Now, real niche aligned followers versus those bots. Don't ever in your life buy followers. Period. I'm not even gonna spend no time on that. Just don't do it. Don't do it. I had a client who went behind my back while I was managing their social media account and bought followers. Had to fire the whole client because I can't. What I'm about to do with this account now? What can I do with it? Who are these people? Do they even care? Are they going to interact? Oh, so you just want, so when somebody come to your page, they see you got so-and-so many followers. You worried about the wrong thing. I ain't never cared. Inside joke. I'm not even going to say that, but you worried about the wrong thing. You need to be concerned about who's on your account. You need to be concerned about who's on your account, and making sure the people who are following you is the people that you want following you, that looks like your audience. A lot of people don't even go through their followers. Like, you got to go through your followers. Like, if you're a fitness person, you can have all types of people following you. So it's hard to gauge who there. So that's why you got to really pay attention to like who's engaging with your account, because you can't really just go and look and see like, oh, this is not even somebody who's in my following group. Now, if you are like, I don't know, you know, like a female who only trains females, and you probably only want females in your audience, but that doesn't necessarily mean you can't have no men following, because they'll recommend you. So you really just got to pay attention to your followers, go to their page, and this is work. That's why when I tell people that you just can't post and ghost and go on there and just post some stuff and then log out and go. No, you got to really building your brand, building your business. You got to put in the work. You cannot be lazy. Like nobody's going to come and just hand you the sales. Nobody's going to come and hand you, like, people got life messed up. So you really got to understand these metrics. That's why I talk about metrics so much. Yeah, all the other stuff matters. That's why I talk about that. But these analytics, these metrics is what keeps you from losing long. You want to fail fast because you don't want to be losing long. You don't want to just be doing a whole bunch of stuff and you just out here losing. Okay, because there's a lot of people out here losing for months and years. No, fail fast. I fail fast. Like, I see if it worked, throw it out there. I'm out of there. I'm on to the next thing. Like, if you got a lot of ideas, if you got a lot of things going on, you know, like, don't spend so much time because you're committed to the idea, like, no, but I put so much work into it, I didn't want to let it go. You know, you get the whining. No, it's not. You worried about the wrong thing. Idea is an idea. Everybody ain't gonna like it, and that's okay. That's why you want to fail fast. Fail fast. Don't lose long. Losing long gonna get you out here with broke, no money. You just gonna be out here crying, whining, complaining, blaming everybody. No, fail fast. Content type. I didn't even think this video was gonna be that long. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to make it like 20 minutes, but you know, it is what it is. I get to doing this. Only can be me. Only can be me. Your account size, going back to that, your content type, your post timing, when your audience online, post, try it out. Post all day. Do multiple drops. Drop a post at 6 a.m. Drop a post at 7. Drop a post at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1 on different days and see what works. You got to see what works. You got to see what works. People don't want to invest in the time because it's time. But that's an investment itself. Because sometimes people ain't got the money. So if you ain't got the money, you should have the time. So to figure this out and see what works. So make sure that you are paying attention to all of these things that I'm talking about. Like, seriously now. Your hashtags and your captions, you know, you want them to be relevant. You can't have a post talking about, you know, wellness and all this other stuff, but then your captions, your hashtags talking about, you know what I'm saying, hashtag dog owner, hashtag what great for you, but that has nothing to do with this post. And if you don't know this, open up your Instagram app right now. You know, I'm gonna do it for y'all. Open up your Instagram app, and if you go to one of your posts that has a tag on it, I'm gonna open up my account so you can see what I'm talking about. Go to, where is it at? Stuff popping up. Okay. Ain't nobody asked for that. So, all right. So I'm gonna go to one of my recent posts, which I posted this AI image, right? And it was to, you just, you know, hit comment a word and blah, 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 right? I just be trying to stay active on there on Instagram because it's not my main platform. But if you go, right, and then you go to your comments, go to your comments, and you see there right at the top where it has that little blue, you probably not gonna be able to see it. But right there, that right there says digital twin technology, right? So depending on what your caption is talking about and what your hashtags are talking about, when someone is searching for a particular thing, your post is going to come up. So these things matter. So if you posting something, if I'm posting about AI prompts, and then it's hashtag dog owner, so a dog owner up here looking for dog owner stuff, and then my post come up, they're going to be like, why? Okay, and then Instagram is going to be like, why? And then you know what they're going to do? They're going to label your account low quality because you don't know what you're doing. Because you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so they're going to label it low quality. So your engagement rate is the pulse on your audience's health. Okay, that's how you know they care or not. Just let you know if your account is sick, it need to be on the way to ER, or is it taking this oil oregano drops, is doing its detoxes. Okay, that's the difference of what your engagement rate is. So you want to choose the formula that fits your goals, you know, followers versus reach versus impressions, because these can change. Because you can have your followers up and then you can say, this month I want to work on my reach, or I want to work on my impressions this month. So again, make sure you follow and save this video so you can come back to it and get these formulas and keep them and use them, because this is the purpose of this video. I want you to use this information. Like, please help me help you. So track it consistently and set a monthly benchmark. You know, hey, I want 500 followers this month. I want to increase my reach by 20%. Like, you got to really set goals. Like, people just be like, I want to grow my account. To what? To where? How much? I want more people liking my stuff. Okay, what's the percentage? Like, what's your percentage at now? Like, what do you want to grow it to? Like, if you can't answer those questions for yourself, then you already need to scroll up and watch this all over again and go back to your account and do the stuff I'm talking about. Okay. So you want to continually test the content types and engagement clicks. So again, engagement tactics, sorry. So you want to continually test your content types, which I already just went on a rant about that earlier. So you already know what I'm talking about. So what I want y'all to do, like, just humor me, okay? Let me know you was watching. Let me know if you care about your own stuff, because I can't make you care. All I can do is help. I can't make you care, right? I can't make you be like, you know what, I'm not about to go. Then that's on you. But if you do happen to go and use one of these formulas, drop it in the comments what your engagement rate is, and let me know, which one you gonna try first. Hey, I'm about to go and calculate my engagement rate because it suck over there. Like, let me know. Don't forget to subscribe for more Instagram growth hacks. Okay, now your real life calculation demo, right? Because I had to put a real one in here so you can see what it looks like. Okay, I don't got no effects, so I'm doing the effects for you. So pull one of your posts, right? Analytics. Now say that one post got 1,200 likes. It got 45 comments, 30 saves, 25 shares. So your in total engagement, you're going to do 1,200 divided by 45 divided by 30. Or is that plus? My bad. I'm sorry. I got glasses on, still can't see. So you're going to add that all up. I don't know why I'm thinking about the engagement rate. So you're going to add that all up. Okay. So that equals to 1,300. So you got 25,000 followers. So now you want to take the engagement rate. You take that 1,300, divide that by 25,000, and then times it by 100, and then boom, there goes your engagement rate. Boom. As you see the star, boom, there you go. Make sure y'all say this so that you can go and do this real life demo. Matter of fact, pull your phone out now. Pull up a post and calculate it while it's on here. Pause it. Look at it. Take it in. Savor it. Let it marinate. Okay? Use it though. Okay? So, of course, I had to throw in some little quick tips to improve your engagement rate. So, ask a question in your comments, right? To spark some sort of engagement. It's okay to go in your own caption and ask a question, or drop a don't forget to check out my last video if you're on Instagram. Well, we're talking about Instagram, so we're going to use Instagram. Don't forget to check out my last post. Or did you see part 1? Go check out part 1 if it's a series. Like, don't be afraid to drop questions in your own captions. It's okay. It's your captions, your account. You can do what you want. Not necessarily. We just went over that. But you can definitely comment. Okay. So make sure you are testing your carousels and save worthy content, and check which slide users swipe to. It's good that Instagram has all of these different, ways that you can track and see different stuff. So make sure that you testing it out and seeing people even care about your carousels, because don't just keep posting these carousels and then start crying like, but I spent all this time making this 6-slide Instagram and nobody. Then stop. Do a reel, do something different. And of course, we already talked about this. Use niche specific hashtags. Don't just be throwing stuff in there, because you're going to mess your account up. Okay. You're going to mess your account up. You're going to be showing up on pages that nobody is going to care for you to see. And then Instagram going to be like, well, that's what they tag. That's what the caption talking about. And I'm showing it to the people and they don't even care. So Instagram ain't going to show nobody. So make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do. Engage back. Reply to every comment within a short period of time. Okay. Don't be like a week later talking about somebody asks you a question like, do you like this, or did you say you wanted to do that? And all you had to do was go say yes. And you a week later and you talking about yes. They don't care. They don't care no more. They moved on. They probably got the answer answered by somebody else who was faster than you. Okay? So make sure you're engaging back. Go on to the people who are following you, and go and engage on their accounts. Comment on their stuff. Go find people who are in your niche and go engage on their accounts. Go find Okay, this is a deeper tip. This is what I do for my clients. Okay, let's get into it. Okay, this is what I started the channel for, to talk my ish. So let's do it. So when I have a strategy. It's a outreach. I call it the outreach engagement strategy, and then I have an outreach hashtag strategy. Right. So what I do is that, say for example, I have a fitness client, and they're in Texas or they're in Detroit. Just a girl from Detroit. Follow, subscribe. And you're a trainer. I'm going to go, and you're a trainer for women in a certain age, like over 40 or 30 or whatever. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go and type in Detroit. I'm going to go and type it in the search bar. I'm going to go to the stories, the people who are active now, because that means they active. That means those are the people that's going to engage. I'm going to go over to other Detroit trainers and Detroit whatever accounts, and I'm going to look at the people who commented underneath their stuff. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to go on their page, and I'm going to see okay, this could be a particular client. This could be a potential client. I'm going to go and comment on your stuff. I'm going to like your stuff. I'm going to go comment in your stories. I'm going to like your stories. And guess what? Now we got people that's going to come over to my client account and start interacting. You got to have an outreach engagement strategy. Comment below if you want me to do a video about that, because I can do a video about that too. But you got to have strategy, consistency, quality. It's not about you. Okay? So make sure you are leveraging all of this information. Save this video to come back to it. Thank you guys. If you made it this far, you must love me, or you were really entertained with the information that I was providing and you found it useful. So make sure you come back, like and subscribe, because I'm gonna be dropping videos like this. I'm actually gonna start going live too. I'm trying to pick a day of where I should go live, or I'm just gonna do live streams where I just talk and cover different topics in my world of AI, tech, and business and mindset, because people suck out here. So that's the first step, the mind, right? So make sure you're following me so you can, get to know me, get to know what I know, get to know what I do. And I'll see y'all on the next video.